to the Vivid View. I am so excited, Janita. This is season 3, our first episode. Are you excited?
I'm very excited. It's been a long time.
It's been a while.
So we're ready to get to work.
It's been a while. And I'm Kirk Ray Smith, President and CEO of Hope Villages of America, and I'm hanging out with
Janita Lewis, Associate Vice President of Community Affairs and Assistant to the President.
That's right. I like that assistant part.
Oh, you do?
Yeah.
It's pretty cool. It's pretty cool.
Easy work.
Easy work.
Easy work.
Easy piece of cake.
Piece of cake.
But we are actually on location at Cassie & Company Boutique, and
That's right.
a special, huge shout out to Marsha Euler for allowing us to use this location to do our recording.
And
so thank you.
But it's always cool to hang out in Bel Air. You know, who's not cool in Bel Air? You know, so this is really a great experience.
Absolutely.
Yeah. So, you know, some of you may have heard that we are going through a pretty significant rebranding. And so we are formerly RCS Pinellas. We're now Hope Villages of America, and we cannot be more excited about all the great things that are happening within our organization. We're looking at a lot of growth for our programs and services, and we'll be expanding our footprint because unfortunately, you know, our world, our country needs the programs and services that we offer, and we want to continue to be at the ready to meet as many needs as possible. And,
absolutely.
And you know, Janita, you know, something that seems to be a hot topic, you know, really going around is this conversation around housing. There's a lot of people struggling with affordable housing.
Yep.
A number of people are suddenly homeless.
Right.
There's families who generationally have lived in some type of public housing situation. And so what we want to do as an organization, we want to be a part of the solution.
Absolutely.
And try to put as many people as possible in a position to not only have shelter, short term, but long term. And so you hear more about that in the future around our commitment to addressing homelessness. I know right now here in Pinellas County, we provide 50% of all shelter for families facing homelessness in a number of affordable housing communities, which is voucher-based housing. And again, we are looking to expand into a lot more. So I couldn't be more excited about that.
Absolutely.
And you know, so we know October is a very significant month.
So
what's some of the top issues for October in our country?
Well, of course, it is Domestic Violence Awareness Month, and that is huge. You know, that's a part of our mission and some of the work that we do, and we have a lot of great things going on, which we'll talk more about that later on in the show.
Yeah, but also it's Breast Cancer Awareness Month.
Absolutely.
So you see my socks representing, you know, got to represent.
It's got some purple in there, but it's mainly pink.
You see it?
But,
mainly
you know,
pink? Yeah, you can see that.
And
as you can see too, you know, Janita and I, we're rocking the new Hope Village of America's colors.
Colors, red
and
black.
Looks better on her than me, but hey, I'll take it. And so we're excited about that. But yes, you know, this is an important month, and obviously when it comes to our work, we're constantly on the front lines trying to figure out how can we intervene and help survivors of domestic violence and their families. You know, how can we intervene and help survivors of human trafficking and their families, whether it's the sex trade or labor trade. We think we can help as it relates to economic abuse. We know a lot of our elders are being abused, unfortunately. And so we really want to be a major partner in addressing domestic violence, but not only intervention, but prevention.
Absolutely, that's just as important.
Just as important. And so, you know, we think domestic violence, in fact, we know it transcends socioeconomic backgrounds. Doesn't matter your pedigree, degree or no degree,
right?
Double doors or one door, 3-car garages or no car.
That's right.
Garage. That is an issue facing our community, and so we're going to be talking a lot about that and really focusing on how can we do more in that area. And so we do have a very special guest here.
Yes, I'm excited about
to grace our presence. And so I'm so, you know, I don't know, I'm just excited about having this special person on the show because, you know, I didn't know she was here, but how I knew she was here, I heard like a helicopter.
I did hear that.
Yeah, did you hear a helicopter?
I heard it coming down.
And I said, you know what, Devin Pappas must be here.
That's right.
If we're hearing a helicopter in Bel Air at a plaza. Like who shows up in a helicopter in a plaza in Bel Air? Devin Pappas. So without further ado, Devin Pappas is going to join us. Devin, yay!
Woo, welcome.
Right.
Thank you. That was quite an introduction. Wow.
So let me ask you a question. So your heels, right? Did you have someone did they hold them as you got off the helicopter, or did you wear those on the helicopter as you got off, or did you? You got like helicopter shoes?
Helicopter
answering
shoes.
I'm going to let the suspense be out there.
Well, let me tell you, Devin, she's very good at, she can speak for herself, but we want you to know that she's a very, very special person. To me
Absolutely.
personally, to HVA, she's an incredible leader, an incredible volunteer, selfless servant to our community, always putting others before herself. And and everything good that happens to her, she deserves, because she's helped thousands of people over the years, and just an inspiration to so many of us. And she's provided leadership as our advisory chair over at the Haven, and just second to none leadership as it relates to fundraising, and helps so many organizations. And she doesn't notice, but sometimes I get jealous when I hear about her helping other nonprofits, because I kind of think, well, wow, she belongs to HVA. She belongs to me. Okay, so
My Devin.
that's my Devin.
Get your own.
Get your own Devin. So Devin, welcome.
Welcome.
Why, thank you so much. It's my honor to be here.
Yeah, it's an honor to have you.
And I have a couple of questions for you, Devin.
Of course.
Sorry, put her on the spot. Put her
Yes.
on the spot.
Okay.
Juicy. So what is your involvement with HVA and why us?
Well, that's easy. I love what you guys do. I mean, the mission is amazing. NYU, when I first moved here, actually it's the first nonprofit that I ever volunteered for.
Yay.
Wow.
And
know
9
that.
years later, I work full time
With no salary.
for HVA. That's right, for no salary. No,
Wow.
but seriously, I'm a domestic violence advocate, so of course that was the first thing that attracted me to RCS was the Haven. And then the more I got to know about the Hope Valley.
Hope Villages of
Villages.
Oh my
America.
God.
We're all learning Hope Villages of America. That's
sorry,
okay.
It's Hope Villages, but it should be a valley. It's a
valley
whole
in
valley.
the village.
Yeah, it was a
Okay.
valley. Okay.
right.
Valley,
Valley,
mountaintops,
village.
hilltops, ridges.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
All right, Hope Villages of America. Okay. I found the importance of everything in the community. I mean, we really need to help the community in all aspects, and your organization absolutely does that.
Yeah,
awesome.
and it's a blessing too. And I often think about, and again, the time that I've been here, and really doing this work really for the last 20 plus years. I've had a chance to meet a lot of incredible people. I understand that organizations like Hope Villages of America, we do not work without the support of people like yourself.
That's right.
Without the generosity in terms of your talent, your time, your treasure. There's really no way we would be where we are. In fact, RCS started as when we were RCS, we started as a 100% volunteer-driven organization. So there were no employees for the first, almost 30 years of our existence. But there's a group of people out there who want to get involved. They want to help. They just don't know how, and they don't know who. And so, what would be your message to people who are in a position to help financially? For example, who are looking to get involved with organizations like HVA, what would be your message to them?
Actually, I just kind of had a conversation with a group of ladies that I am very close to, and we're all busy. Like, we're all busy, we all have things to do, but to be honest with you, $100 a month, let's just say. I'm just going to use that as an example.
Oh yeah,
Just
it goes
use
a
that as
long,
an
but it goes a
example.
long way still. It's a big number.
To many of us, that's a dinner out, or it could be something that, I don't
And
know.
in Janita's case, that's just like, a breakfast.
Right, a breakfast or, or
Just by myself, husband,
With
three
people,
kids.
with
yeah.
people. Yeah.
or do you really need that other pair of shoes? You know? So, but it's not that much to do. So, and I know financially we really need to support. As a community, I feel like it's my job to help the community because I am in a situation that I can.
Yeah, we appreciate that.
So, giving up something, it's not really giving up. It's the most rewarding $100 you will spend. You will get more out of that $100 by donating it to an organization like yourself, as opposed to the satisfaction you're going to get out of that meal or that pair of shoes.
Well, when you hear people, and it's interesting you said that, but when you hear people talk about societal issues, societal ills, and oftentimes, our first thought goes towards, indigent, poor, unfortunate people or whatever.
Unfortunately.
And so, but the reality is when you start talking about social ills and challenges in our society, we're talking about all of us. And it really doesn't matter where you live, where you come from, how much you have, how much you don't have. Some of these issues impact us all. Now, they may not impact us all in the same way, but eventually it will. And so if I'm a person who lives in a community, and let's say it's not obvious, that these problems exist. Doesn't mean they don't exist because they're not obvious.
That's right.
But my thought has always been, no matter where you are in life, if you have any good fortune, any success, I think there's an obligation to help others realize the same. And also understanding that although these problems may not touch you now, if we don't address them early, they'll certainly touch you later. And so I think your message about $100 a month or whatever it is you can afford to do goes a very, very long way. And for some people, $100 could actually save their lives.
Right.
That's right. That's right. I agree. Also, Devin, I know you've got your hands in a lot of things. Tell me more about HBO.
Harbor Bluffs.
Ah.
Yeah. What's up with that?
Well, it actually started because of the magazine.
Yeah.
It's a magazine, and now we don't even call it a magazine, it's a magazine and network. Because it started with my fundraising, and I realized what an amazing community that we live in, and how they do like to support locals, they like to help people, and they are very community-oriented
Absolutely.
folks here. So I was thinking we should do the same thing with local business owners. So I go to the local business owner only if they're referred to me. I don't cold call or do
Right.
anything like that.
Right.
It has to come from a respected referrals.
Nice.
And what this is, it's about the community. So it's a magazine strictly about the residents of Harbor Bluffs, but then we add into the community because there's a lot of philanthropy that goes with it.
Absolutely.
As you know, we work with you, your organization. And what our mission is to grow the community. Get residents meeting each other because we have events every month. So we have neighbors nights out, and so the neighbors get to meet each other. The business owners get to meet the residents, and the business owners get to work with the other business owners because I
love
also
that.
have some sponsored
I love that.
networking events.
Yeah.
So now we're growing the community, and then when we have events, we'll be like, bring a canned food. Like we're having 2 events. We're having one next week, Pasta in the Park, and we're
Nice.
having one next month, the Party in the Park. And in the call to action or the announcement for the events, it is please bring canned food for Hope
amazing.
Villages of America.
It's amazing.
So
Wow.
we get people involved, and we don't ask them to come empty-handed. We ask them to help the community.
Well, you
That's
know,
amazing.
I'm in this. I'm in this magazine, right? Am I in this?
Oh,
This. I
this
mean,
is the one that I
the
need
latest.
to get your
That's
autograph
the latest
on.
issue.
Yeah, this is the latest
Ooh.
But
issue.
I only have one issue with that issue.
Oh yeah.
What's that? And what's that?
What
Oh,
the
there we go.
Oh,
Nice.
look at it.
Wow, I didn't even. I had no
Yes.
idea. So that's the issue I'm actually in.
What?
Wow.
I
you-
didn't know.
oh,
I seriously
Devin.
didn't know. I would have had the
Right,
page. I would
right.
have had it open
you
like
didn't,
this.
You didn't have to do it, Devin. But so here's my only issue with the issue.
Okay.
Okay.
You're not on the cover.
Right.
Oh.
Right. I mean, come on. Really?
You have to live in Harbor
Really?
Bluffs to be
Wow.
on the cover.
I'm a part of you.
Well, my husband's not even on the cover.
What? Okay, and this is not you and Mark. It's about me and you. Duh. Anyway.
I'll give it
so,
some thought since I am the publisher. Yeah.
Yeah, you're the boss. But you tell me all the time. At least that's what you make me believe I am.
Right.
Right, Janita? I'm the boss, right?
Yeah.
You're the boss.
Right, that's
You're
right.
in charge.
That's
yes.
right, I'm in charge.
Yes.
Yes.
Whatever you say.
That's right. Whatever I say goes. this is pitiful. This is really pitiful. This is so pitiful. You know, and I kind of mentioned this a little earlier, but you know, we really do not have a poster child at HVA. You know, so it's hard to talk about HVA or talk about a poster child without looking in the mirror.
That's right.
You know, I am HVA, you're HVA, you're HVA.
Yeah.
You know, all of us are. The people that we serve, they look like us.
Yeah.
There is no identifiable demographic that we can distinguish when it comes to the folks that are in need of our services that we serve every day. We are it. And we're proud of that. And one of the things that we're proud of also is that not only do we address domestic violence, we have the privilege of addressing housing, affordable housing, homelessness, as I mentioned earlier. We have the privilege of addressing food insecurity. I think people get a misunderstanding about what food insecurity actually means versus hunger. And so when you look at the 80 sites that we have throughout Pinellas County, it's probably about 70,000 different people that we serve. Our total number that we serve annually is around 130, 150,000. But most of the people that come to us are actually food insecure, not hungry. And what that means is when you're insecure, that means you're not sure about something. So if I'm food insecure, that means that, okay, although I'm eating today or even tomorrow, I'm not sure where my meal is going to come from after that or next week. That's insecure. That's food insecure. That's who we serve. That's who we address. And so we have been put in a position to really help a lot of people in a number of different ways. And I can tell you, Devin, again, there's countless people that help our organization like you, but there's only one you.
That's right.
You stand out
That's right.
time and time again. And Devin is tough. She's strong. Her heart is bigger than her body. Sometimes her heart gets in her way because she thinks with her heart, not always her mind, because her heart is so huge. And so it's people like Devin that we all should aspire to be like.
Absolutely.
And although she joked about, being an employee and not getting a salary, but I will tell you, on more than one occasion, I told Devin, I said, Devin, gosh, I kind of try to avoid her because, especially every 2 weeks on payday for the rest of you people, Janita,
You people.
to get paid, and she doesn't. I try to avoid Devin on paydays because I just wonder if she know, when do you guys get paid? She doesn't.
Right.
Kirk,
All right, I'm gonna say something right there.
Yeah.
What you don't realize, and I do joke about that, because I should just have an office. What I should ask for is just an office.
You're not far from that. No, yeah. I just got with Janita about moving some stuff around today.
Really
no, you're not far from that.
Okay. Yeah. No, but seriously, you don't realize that allowing me to continue volunteering at, I want to say RCS.
That's okay. That's all right. We know.
You pay me more than you can ever imagine. Okay. It is priceless what I get out of that. To be able to work directly, first of all, the training that you give is amazing, right? And to be able to meet, and I'm going to talk about a survivor in my case, to meet a survivor that is so wounded, and she's a victim at that point.
Right.
To take her from victim to survivor to thriver.
Yes.
To see that and let them fly off, and you were a part of that, and they're hugging you and say, I'll never forget you because you've changed my life.
Wow, man.
So now I have to pay you, I think.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, seriously. So we kid about that whole salary thing, but you know what? The amount of what I get out of it is priceless.
Wow.
Wow,
so
Devin, that means a lot.
thank you for letting me have the opportunity to continue with that.
Yeah, and so my eyes are hot, but I'm not crying.
You're not crying?
No,
Sure.
no, I'm not crying. I'm not emotional at all. So,
have some water
Janita,
in
can
your
you
eye?
talk about what's coming up?
Yes, we have a couple of things coming up. And our domestic violence virtual forum is actually coming up on October the 15th at 9 o'clock. We will have something at the end of the show just to kind of give you more information and who you need to RSVP to. And then secondly, our Faces of Domestic Violence virtual campaign. I know usually we have this as a luncheon, but because of COVID,
400 or 500 people every year. Yep.
it is always packed. But because of COVID-19, we had to shift that into something virtual. So I'm excited about this.
Yeah, and so Devin, talk about kind of how we were able to pivot and adjust.
Right, so we had to go virtual.
Yes.
Yeah.
And we had to get creative on how to do that. So what I'm going to direct this to everyone out there, please go watch the survivor story. It's very impactful and empowering, and it's true life. It's someone that I've worked personally with, and it's an amazing story, and you can find it on the website.
Yeah.
I don't know if you
It's
changed the website.
rcspinellas.org. Yep, rcspinellas.org.
rcspinellas.org.
Yep.
And if you are in a situation, please give from your heart. And the reason I say that is because we're not having a live, it doesn't change the fact that this is the only fundraiser for the Face of Domestic Violence, the only fundraiser for the Haven and the Outreach Service.
Right.
We need that money to keep it open.
No margin, no mission.
Right.
Right.
We need it.
That's
we
right.
need that money. We need to raise money for that.
It's important.
So it is important that people still treat it, the people that are used to coming to Faces every year and getting a luncheon and seeing the speakers and everything, please have a watch party at your house.
Yes.
Have your friends over. Buy lunch.
Love it.
I'll buy you lunch. Well, let's see. It depends where you're going. But
Right.
but seriously, do something creative. Have your own Faces of Domestic Violence luncheon at your own house, and watch the video together.
Yeah, and I think our goal this year is $55,000
Yes.
that we're trying to raise.
Yep. Absolutely.
And it takes, a few million dollars to operate the Haven each and every year, and so this goes a very, very long way.
Yes, it does.
And I think we're off to an incredible start.
Yes.
And that's because of your a testament to your incredible leadership and determination.
a great team.
And we think we'll get there.
Absolutely. And if you know of anyone, if you or someone else is involved in a domestic violence situation, please reach out to us at our hotline at 500-1119 or our 24-hour hotline 727-442-4128.
And also basic needs, if there's just a general need that you have, you can also reach us at 727-584-3528. And that information will be scrolling across the screen at some point. But also, what we want for this to really work, we need people to share the episode, like the episode, share it on your pages, on all your social media pages, the links, our YouTube channel. And so, because really the name of the game is visibility, and people knowing about who we are and what we're about. And this show goes a very, very long way. As I mentioned, this is our 3rd season.
Yes.
And we're so excited about it. It was so much fun. So Devin, you were like the first episode of season 3. So that's exciting, man. So I think I'm expecting quite a bit of viewership.
Absolutely.
And so also, again, Cassie and Company, being here at this boutique is a truly a blessing.
It's amazing.
Man. This is really, it's a really nice place.
Yes, thank you.
But I wanted to ask a question though. There's no men clothing. There's no clothing for men here, and I think I have a kind for the owner.
What says Cassie?
Yeah, it's a boutique.
That's
I'm sure we could find
that's what that means.
if you're interested.
Oh, that's what that means.
Okay.
Oh, I got it now. Okay, I didn't know that. I had boutique means women though. Is that synonymous? Like really?
Mostly. Well, I don't know.
What do you? Okay,
Probably, I mean, if I look it up in the dictionary, it probably doesn't say.
For women.
Well, I'm gonna file a
but-
grievance because I want to see men's clothing here.
Oh.
How far do you think that'll go, Devin?
I think the return on investment for the men's clothing is.
That'll be pretty low.
We're gonna have a business conversation.
I know, after that, right?
Yeah,
Right. They know what they're doing.
My background is in retail management, so
Yeah,
I
that's
can
right.
explain that to
That's
you.
right.
I can
That's
explain
right.
that to you a little later.
That's right.
but
Right. Because you actually told me when we were setting up, Devin actually said that the clothes communicate. She said the way that they talk. And I said, I've never seen a single thing I've ever worn talk to me. Now this shirt is telling me that it's too young for me to have it on. Like that means it's too small.
No.
It's talking to me now because I can feel it.
Oh my.
But listen, thank you everybody for tuning in.
Yes,
Again, remember to like and share, and remember to always stay vivid.